tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk. Easy.
Floyd Mayweather Jr., even years after his retirement, is leaving no doubt about his strategic genius. He has been vocal and direct in laying out the exact blueprint for Terence Crawford to defeat Canelo Alvarez. He's shown his boxing mind is as sharp as ever and is mentally dissecting a real super fight, not just giving a casual opinion. This isn't just analysis. It's a masterclass from the master himself, and Mayweather is ready to prove his formula is still the key to victory. Mayweather himself didn't mince words, famously dismissing Canelo's prowess with a chilling casualness.
You could take a guy like Canelo, this guy could do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Cakewalk. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy. Y'all always disrespecting our fighters.
Those are the words of a man who knows he held the keys to Canelo's undoing, a sentiment echoed by Oscar De La Hoya, who frankly stated, "It wasn't even close."
Undisputed #1 attraction, the pound-for-pound superstar, and the 8-time 5-weight division champion of the world, introducing Floyd Money Mayweather. Canelo Alvarez.
The 2013 showdown wasn't just a defeat for Canelo. It was the genesis of a blueprint, a master plan for how to neutralize the Mexican superstar. Canelo Alvarez was undefeated until he fought Floyd Money Mayweather at the age of 23. Mayweather was the end of his undefeated streak, so who better than Mayweather to give the Canelo defeat blueprint? But that wasn't the whole story. Floyd Mayweather Jr. shocked the boxing world when he casually strolled into Terence Crawford's training camp. The sight of the sport's undefeated legend standing alongside one of today's most dangerous fighters was jaw-dropping. This wasn't just a friendly drop-in, it felt like a symbolic passing of the torch, an unspoken endorsement, maybe even a direct handoff of the easy work game plan that once unraveled Canelo.
Mayweather said that he wasn't that impressed with his performance against Robert Guerrero. He said he was going to look sharper.
Looks sharp so far.
No, and unless something very good.
And in this 12th round now is Alvarez. He fought a very good fight here tonight.
Chip out Floyd Mayweather. 4-0, 44 opponents have tried to solve the Mayweather puzzle in 6 years. Floyd Mayweather now remaining in the fight. Canelo with the right hand over top. Right hand by Canelo. 15 seconds left in the fight.
In favor of the winner of the Super Welterweight Championship of the world.
But why Crawford? Why would Mayweather, a man famously guarded with his alliances, so openly attach himself to this moment? Instantly, speculation exploded. Was Mayweather orchestrating a repeat of his own triumph over Canelo through Crawford, ensuring his legacy lived on in another fighter's victory? What came next only deepened the shock.
Floyd.
Congratulations, man.
Canelo, never one to back down, fired back with an audacious claim of his own, pouring gasoline on the already blazing rivalry. He declared that Terence Crawford was a better and more intelligent fighter than Floyd Mayweather. This wasn't just a compliment to Crawford, it was a thinly veiled jab at Mayweather, a deliberate attempt to rewrite history and diminish the significance of his own 2013 defeat.
Like Crawford, or may use the same game plan?
I don't know. I don't really know. But, I put that fight in other place right now. I think Crawford is a little better than Mayweather. But Canelo have more experience right now.
The statement lit a fuse, drawing a swift and fiery response from Floyd's uncle, Jeff Mayweather, who totally dismissed Canelo's words.
Well, also if we remember, Canelo that time was a razor-thin decision. Floyd won, majority decision. C.J. Ross had it with what a lot of people had as a draw, and then the other two judges scored it for Floyd, of course. And that was a that was a Floyd at the top of his game with a very green Canelo with very little experience, and he still took him, into deep waters. So
Yeah. What was Canelo? 20 something? 20 what? 23? 25?
yeah, he was. Very very young in the game, obviously.
Yeah, very young. He had more fights than Floyd, and he lost.
Yeah,
To a
but,
man that was 30-something years old, 36.
but Floyd was clearly at the top of his career, and Canelo had fought a lot of people, but
How you at the top of your career in your prime? You in your prime. You ain't in your prime when you at 36. That's not your prime.
did he lose? I mean,
Your prime is in your 20s.
it's different for different people.
Yeah, okay. Well, so, and that's why Canelo is saying what he's saying.
But, I mean, don't you? I
He want
mean,
to make himself look like he did something great.
He suggested Canelo was simply trying to inflate the challenge of his upcoming opponent, a desperate psychological tactic to justify a potential loss, or perhaps to subtly overshadow the memory of his own past. But beyond the war of words, the real question remained: what is the blueprint? Mayweather's clinical destruction of Canelo, which demonstrated unmatched ring intelligence, surgical accuracy, and defensive mastery, holds the key to the solution.
Manny, what do you make of Canelo saying that Crawford's a better fighter than Floyd Mayweather?
Crawford what?
Better than Floyd Mayweather. Canelo said that.
Crawford can beat.
No, Crawford said Canelo. Canelo said Crawford's better than Mayweather. What do you think? What's your assessment on that?
There's a different style, I mean, they're both good fighters, so it's hard to compare yourself to others. Like,
do you think Crawford can do any of what Mayweather did against Canelo? Do you think he can do any of that?
what Canelo?
Can Crawford do any of what Mayweather did against Canelo?
That's a good fight, man.
We'll see. Thank you.
Numerous film studies have revealed that the blueprint is based on unrelenting footwork, a snapping jab to control distance, and a defensive prowess that disarms and frustrates. Canelo was left swinging at air by Mayweather's ability to slip punches, turn away from danger, and counter with lightning-fast accuracy. These are exactly the weapons in Terence Crawford's toolbox: his devastating counterpunching, his elusive movement, and his chameleon-like ability to change stances. Crawford's switch hitting adds an unpredictable element that could increase the blueprint's effectiveness, and he embodies the very qualities that made Mayweather unbeatable against Canelo. But Canelo isn't an easy target. He's faced similar challenges before. The question still remains, though: how has Canelo performed when facing opponents who have aspects of the Crawford prototype, or even those who have attempted to imitate the Mayweather style? In-depth analysis of Canelo's past against nimble, smart boxers has been done by Ring Magazine. Even though Canelo has changed a lot since 2013, opponents who can move laterally, control distance, and have a great jab have always been a threat. There is no denying that Mayweather's approach is reflected in the debates about Crawford's chances of winning. Adapting is more important than merely reproducing. Although Canelo has improved, has he really eliminated the fundamental flaws that Mayweather took advantage of?
Canelo is a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. And everyone is now saying that he's not the same fighter. He's not looking the same. Now remember this.
Sounds familiar.
No. I was older than Canelo is when I beat Canelo. So now, imagine seeing Canelo at 36 and me at 36, and we fight. And now what y'all gonna say? Well, now he got what? I don't know how many fights he got.
Beyond the physical, there's an unseen battle being waged, a psychological war of wills and subtle strategic shifts. Consider Crawford's public praise for Mayweather, a move that some analysts interpreted as a tactical surrender to the master, a subtle nod that could disarm Canelo's perception of his opponent. It's about more than just punches. It's about controlling the narrative, the mind games, and the belief system leading up to fight night.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, boy, keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. I always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fighting. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd. Nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll be this. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
If I take Floyd Mayweather in his absolute prime, and I take Manny Pacquiao in his absolute prime,
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd still beats him.
Floyd beat everybody.
You don't believe there is a guy at 140, 147 in the history of boxing that could have beat Floyd in his prime?
It'd be tough. Floyd, man, that boy, man, that's the GOAT, man. That boy bad.
The blueprint isn't just a set of techniques, it's a mindset, a psychological advantage gained by understanding how to break an opponent's will, not just their defense. The subtle adjustments, the feints, the control of pace. These are the hidden layers of the Mayweather blueprint that Crawford might just be ready to unleash. The boxing world is alive with debates, with fans and analysts on Reddit tirelessly comparing hypothetical matchups and dissecting potential outcomes. Could a 36-year-old Mayweather have beaten a 36-year-old Crawford? And more importantly, can Crawford truly surpass Mayweather's iconic performance against Canelo? Legendary Sugar Ray Leonard weighed in, challenging Crawford to prove he's better than Mayweather by beating Canelo. Yet dissenting voices persist, arguing vehemently why Canelo Alvarez would beat Terence Crawford, highlighting Canelo's power, bodywork, and evolution as a fighter. It's a complex tapestry of opinions, legacies, and predictions, all interwoven with the ghost of Mayweather's past dominance. So here we stand, at the edge of a monumental clash, with the echoes of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s 2013 masterclass against Canelo Alvarez ringing loud. His easy work declaration, his unexpected visit to Crawford's camp, and the subsequent war of words have all coalesced into a compelling narrative. A blueprint passed down, a strategy whispered from one legend to another. The question isn't if a blueprint exists, but whether Terence Crawford possesses the skill, the intellect, and the sheer audacity to execute it perfectly. Canelo has evolved, but has he truly escaped the shadow of his first defeat? Will Crawford etch his own legacy by following in the footsteps of Money Mayweather, or will Canelo defy the blueprint entirely, proving that some lessons are meant to be learned but not repeated? The stage is set for an unpredictable future where one man's past could dictate another's destiny.
Every once in a while, the impossible becomes improbable. The birth of a new legend. They don't come around every day.
Omaha, Nebraska,
So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.